NAMM stands for the National Association of Music Merchants, and each year in Anaheim, California, the NAMM show takes form as one of the biggest music conventions in the world. Whether this is your first time going to NAMM or your 10th, this video offers 5 important facts about this very unique event, which will hopefully make your experience a little bit better. Here are 5 things to know about NAMM. A few years ago, I selfishly thought that NAMM was put on exclusively for us musicians. I thought that all the major instrument companies were bringing all their shiny new gear to California for us to come play everything and tell them how awesome it was. Wrong. While that stuff does happen, NAMM is oftentimes about corporate sales. So let's say that Guitar Center sends their big sales rep to NAMM to scope out what products might sell well in their stores. Obviously, if a company like Guitar Center likes a product, they're going to place a massive order and put that product in many or even all of their stores. And on a grand scale, this is really what NAMM is about. Impressing major distributors and retailers and subsequently getting purchase orders is the #1 priority for most companies that attend NAMM. Understanding this part of NAMM helps keep this massive event in a healthy perspective. With that said, sales aren't the only thing happening at NAMM, obviously. There are still plenty of incredible events there, and there's much to be gained even if you have no role in the sales side of the music industry. If you were able to see everything you wanted to see at NAMM, you'd have to be in 5 places at once. Because there are so many events happening, there are oftentimes scheduling conflicts. You may have to choose between a drum clinic, live performance, tech seminar, or anything else that might be happening. For example, I remember having to choose between seeing bassist Victor Wooten and one of my favorite bands, Dirty Loops. They had performances that overlapped at booths that were like 15 minutes away from each other. So it's not uncommon to feel scrambled or even just to miss some things that you had planned to see. So my advice would be to choose your battles wisely and know that missing an event just kind of comes with the territory. For everything you miss, you'll probably see 3 things that you didn't even know were happening, so it usually works out. It's a known fact that endorsements can happen at NAMM, but the key word there is can. The amount of people who attend NAMM with the expectation that they'll get an endorsement is just astounding, guys. But trust me, that's not a team that you want to be on. Obviously, it's the artist reps that can give you an endorsement, and yes, they're all there and they're accessible. But remember that these people get absolutely assaulted at NAMM. Artist reps get approached nonstop for 4 days straight by drummers who shamelessly ask if they can join their team and get an endorsement. So I would recommend to only have that endorsement conversation if it falls into your lap or if you're invited to have that discussion. Don't be the guy who's screaming about what your band is doing or how many social media followers you have. Be a normal person, network, and just try to leave good impressions with the right people. NAMM can be really chaotic, and it's a fact that you're going to find yourself in social situations that are unexpected. While walking to one booth, you might meet someone that you know from Instagram and get sucked into a conversation at another booth way over there. And before you know it, half the day is gone and you may have not done or seen anything that you actually wanted to do. But please know that this is part of being at NAMM. Every day ends up being its own little mini adventure, and I can't recall a single day that went according to plan from start to finish. So if you do make plans, be willing to bail on them if the day heads in a different direction. Some of my favorite stories from NAMM came from totally improvised situations, and that's one of the things that makes this event so unique and special. No matter what your reason is for attending NAMM, your #1 priority should effectively be to just network. Inside NAMM is literally a tornado of business cards, emails, phone numbers. You'll have no problem making more connections that you know what to do with. But having been to NAMM several times, I can say with confidence that there's a right way and a wrong way to approach networking at this massive event. You really shouldn't worry about locking things down inside of NAMM, whether that be an endorsement, a partnership, or any other type of collaboration between you and someone else. NAMM is so chaotic that oftentimes the best approach is just to leave a good impression. Of course, you'll trade information with people and discuss projects and ideas for the future, but NAMM isn't the place to try and lock that stuff down for the rest of the year. Every person you interact with at NAMM has likely already had 20 conversations that day, and they'll probably have 20 more. Keep it light, friendly, and when all the dust settles in February, you'll then be able to circle back and follow up on all those connections you made. Trust me, it's much easier to have those conversations after all the chaos is over. Thanks for watching, guys. Adam here, the Orlando drummer, and I will see you at NAMM.